This is the login system that we are going to learn to develop in this lecture today. So if suppose the user will enter some incorrect login credentials over here, let's see whether he will be able to log in into this system or not. So it's a REST API driven login system that I have developed on the Python platform. Whatever the user is going to enter over here in this password field, everything is going to get converted into this asterisk form. Let's hit this login button and see what's going to happen. So the user is going to come on this second screen where he'll get to see a label box right in the middle, and there is a flat button which we can see on this screen getting reflected right in the bottom. Let's hit this button and see what's going to happen. So I'm going to come back on this login screen. Let's now enter the correct login credentials. So let's hit this login button and see what's going to happen. So now the user is going to come on this screen where he will get to see some 10 different lists. That's what we are going to develop today. So it's a login system, right, which we guys can make use of in any of the apps that we are going to develop in the future. First of all, we are going to understand this code which I have written over here. Okay, so if I will run this code, this is what I am going to get as an output. So this is a login screen which you're seeing, and there are 4 different components. These two are the label boxes, and these two are 2 different input boxes in which I can write down something. Okay, and here there is one button also which is present right in the bottom of this login screen. So from where are these components coming? That's what we have to understand first. Okay, so as you can see, because I am developing an app, so that is the reason I have defined this package kiwi.app over here, and from this package I am importing this module named app. Then because I need these 2 label boxes over here, so that is the reason I have imported this label from kiwi.uix.label. For these 2 input boxes, I have used this text input. It's a grid layout which you're seeing right now over here, and this layout is coming from this grid layout module. Then it's inside a box kind of thing. So this box layout is coming from this box layout module. This button is coming from this button module over here, and this login screen which you're seeing, it's a window kind of thing, right? So this login window which you're seeing, in which all these 5 components are there, is coming from this window module. Okay, now let's come on this code which I've defined over here. So the first, this is the main class Kiwi app, and then there is a function named build. So here what I am doing, I am overriding this function. As you can see, this title over here, login screen, is coming from this line of code. With this line of code, I am controlling the window size of this app. If I increase this one to 400, let's see what is going to happen to the view of the apps window. So now this is how you are going to see the window. Let's again make it 200, and now when you'll run this code, this is what you are going to see as an output, right? Okay, so now inside this build function we have this window.size, then there is layout, and layout is equal to grid layout. Now for this text input which you're seeing over here right on the top, I have defined this code. Username input is equal to text input. So this is a variable in which this first input box is getting stored. Similarly, this second input box is getting stored in this password input field. So as you can see, value of this property password is false over here. Okay, now if you will type something in this password field, the other person will be able to see whatever you have typed over here, right? Let's change this to true and see what is going to happen. So I am cancelling this build for now. So automatically that window is going to go down. Let's build this code again on Python. So now if I will type something over here in this password input box, everything is going to get converted into asterisks. So the other person will not be able to see your password. Whatever you have typed over here, he will not be able to see that. For these two label boxes, this is the code that I've defined over here inside this build function. So this text which you're seeing over here, it is coming from this code, and this is for controlling the width and height of the username named text. Then it is password field which you're seeing over here, and it is coming from this line of code, right? So these are some of the properties you have to keep in mind when you're defining any component for your app. Once we are done with defining all the required components, we need to add them to this widget over here. Now, how can we add them to the layout widget? This is the line of code that you can make use of for adding any component to your layouts widget. Okay, here what we are doing, we are adding all the four things to the layout widget. Now here the main layout is equal to box layout, right? So the orientation that we have defined over here is vertical. That is the reason the look of this app is like this. If you will change this to horizontal, let's see what are we going to get as an output. So now if you will run this code again, this is what you're going to see as an output. So now the view has got completely changed. Let's make it vertical again. Now when you'll run this code, so you will get this kind of view, right? Now finally, after defining the main layout, we need to add the layout, okay, this layout that we have defined over here to this main layout, so that everything can be all in the same window. So once you are done with defining this box layout structure for this main layout, we need to add this layout also to this main layout, so that everything can come inside this box layout. Whatever components we have defined over here, they can come inside this box layout in a vertical manner. Okay, now after this we need a button which you are able to see right in the bottom. So this is the code that you can make use of for getting this button over here, right? And finally we need to run this main class, that is Kiwi app. So this is the code which is going to help us in doing the same, right? So that's how you can design a beautiful login system. Now let's check out the code that we guys can define on this Python platform for creating a responsive login system. This is the code which is going to help us in doing the same. Let's understand this code. So I'm going to run it first and show you the output that we are going to get. This is the kind of output that you are going to get. Now if I will input something over here, enter a random email address. So I'm entering this one. Let's see whether I will be able to log in into the system or not. So password, here I'm entering Gaurav123 as usual. Let's hit this login button and see what is going to happen. So this is what the user is going to come across. So it's a screen which is saying login failed, and there is a button which is visible to us right in the bottom. Let's hit this back to login button. So we are again on this login window. Now let's make use of the credentials I have defined over here. And here I am going to put this password. Okay, now let's see whether I will be able to log in into the system using these credentials or not. So as you can see, I have successfully logged in into the system. So here I can see different tasks. So it's a list kind of structure that I'm able to see over here, right? Let's close this window. Now let's understand this code which I have defined over here. So for that I am going to refer to this output. Okay, so this these is the three screens which I just showed you. They are coming from this screen manager. This is a package which helps us in managing the screens and creating the screens on Python. Then the kind of view that you're seeing over here, it is coming from this MD app, okay, and MD screen. So it helps us in giving a good look to all the screens. MD stands for material design. The list that we came across when we were able to successfully log in into the system, so that list is coming from this module, one line list item. Okay, now there are three screens which I've defined over here, and all the screen, the layout of all the screens is there in this builder.load string. So for login screen, this is the layout that I have defined over here. Okay, so this is the first screen, this is the login screen, and this layout is coming because of this code that I've defined over here, right? So there is a text field, there are two input text field as you can see over here, and in this first input text field I'm able to see this email written over here, and in this second input text field I'm able to see this password written by default. Alright, and because this password is true, so that is the reason whatever you're going to write over here, it is going to get converted automatically into asterisks. Okay, then there is a flat button which is coming from this line of code. So it's an event driven button, because I have with the help of this code over here, I have attached an event with this button to this button. So whenever the user will hit the button, this is the function which is going to get called up. And where is this function? This function is present right over here inside this class named login screen. So this is a function. So it's a REST API that I am making use of over here. Alright, so the information is going to come from this REST API, and it will be matched by the interpreter with these information that I am going to enter over here in these two fields for logging in into this app. This is the function that I am using for creating these three screens. Okay, login screen, this failed login screen, this task screen. If I will enter the correct login credentials for logging in into the system, this is what I'm going to come across. So there are 10 different lists which I'm able to see over here. From where are these 10 different lists coming? These are coming from this line of code which I have defined inside this task screen. 10 different lists are coming from this for loop over here. Right, so that's how you can create a beautiful login system with the help of all these packages: screen manager, MD app, MD screen, one list item. Do try it, and do like and share this video in your groups so that more and more students can come and join my YouTube channel and learn this Python coding free of cost. Thank you very much for attending this lecture. Have a great day. Bye bye.